Hey Hylians, and welcome back to Hyrule Warriors. On the last episode we did the final part of the little Ganondorf section of this game. Sadly it wasn't longer. I thought that would have been really cool if it was a bit longer, but only 3 episodes. But today we're going to be doing the next part where we are back playing as the heroes, and you might notice that obviously I'm starting on this screen. I don't normally start on the screen, and that's because I did have a few more problems, but hopefully that's all sorted and all fixed now and we won't be having any more of that. But yes, I did play this level and the next level, and so they're unlocked. I didn't want you guys seeing the thumbnail for the next level, so I thought I'd stay on this one. So obviously we have Link, Sheik, Lana and Zelda as playable characters today, but we're going to go with Link because he is our boy, he is the recommended one, and he is our hero of Hyrule. I was going to say time, but he's not necessarily the hero of time. So yes, we're going to pick the Master Sword, obviously, and let's jump right into this level. This is the first time, I believe, we have been in this level as Link and Zelda, which I didn't actually realise. I thought we'd been in this level before we played as Ganondorf, but it looks like no, that was the first time. Anyway, let's do this.
Ganondorf had assembled all 3 pieces of the Triforce. With its unlimited might, he summoned ever greater hordes of monsters. Seeing that the battle was won, Ganondorf vanished from sight. When Zelda learned of the Demon King's disappearance, she saw a thin ray of hope. If the remaining Hyrulean army could defeat Zant and Ghirahim in their master's absence, perhaps there was a chance. Taking the fight to the enemy's stronghold in Gerudo Desert, Zelda was determined to end the war before the day was through.
Welcome back to the Gerudo Desert, and as I said before, this is the first time I think we've been here as Link and Zelda. So our goal for today is to hunt down Ghirahim and Zant. They're obviously taking a little bit of control. They're obviously looking after this area while Ganon's off doing his other stuff. So it's pretty... I'm going to take out these Deku Barbers first because they're going to get in the way. Makes sense that we should take out the minions before we go... take out the minions before we go after the boss. There we go. And here's Ghirahim already, surprisingly. But he does... he's looking a little grey. You okay? Is he feeling well? I don't think this is the real Ghirahim. He's running away. Let's take out this keep and then we'll chase after him. Hopefully he doesn't get away and we can't get to him after. Get this. We're so close. I hope he doesn't despawn or anything. There we go. So as I said before, I did have some more problems, but hopefully that is all... Ooh, don't want to attack you. Hopefully that is all over and I have fixed all of that, because yeah, it's annoying playing the same levels again, but luckily this level didn't feel too long, and the next one is such a fun level. I do not care playing that one multiple times at all. Anyway, let's try and get Ghirahim out of this. Let's use this. Use our special. Beautiful. Fantastic. Let's capture this keep. There we go. I love that they put Arbiter's Grounds in here. I thought they would have made it more Ocarina of Time, but it's a lovely mix of like Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess, which I thought was perfect, honestly. Best way to do it. Okay, capture the central keep. But we are locked off from everything. Oh. Okay, so we can't get out there. Ah! Over here. Take out these guys as we go. Is that a Moblin? It is a Moblin. With his weird nipple clamps. I don't hate the design for the Moblins from Skyward Sword, but they do have some weird things. I think all the enemies, I think I might have even mentioned this, all the enemies in Skyward Sword have a little bit of a weirdness to them, and I generally love it. You got the weird nipple clamps, you got the weird underwear for the bokoblins. It's just funny. Little things like that in the Zelda series, I absolutely adore. It's so funny and so silly. Unnecessary, but appreciated for that little bit of comedy. Okay. When it comes to my favorite moblin design, I think it's the one from Wind Waker. It might just be because Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda game. I love the art style in the Toon Zelda games, but I love the Wind Waker moblins. I think they're quirky, but also do look like monsters, and I think it's really nice. And they have that old kind of classic bulldoggy pig look to them again, which I do appreciate seeing. If you've been around here for a while, I'm pretty sure you know that I am a big fan of the classic designs for enemies, so whenever they come back, I'm always happy. Anyway, we've got Zant over here. Again, he doesn't look too well. You okay, Zant? I was so worried that was going to hit that Kuko. I don't know if it will attack me if I hit it, but I don't want to. Maybe it would help me if I defeated it and it would then join me, but I don't want to risk that. We've got to do this pretty quickly though, because Lana is in danger. She is doesn't look like she'll survive very long over there by herself, so we have to try and get over there. Break some pots, get some extra rupees. One thing we won't be seeing in these levels that I haven't really talked about is the fairies. So in I believe the 3DS version onwards, I don't think it was in the original version of the Hyrule Warriors game, but they introduced fairies, which were characters that you could unlock that would give you extra bonuses, like elemental bonuses. So you can have like a fairy of light, a fairy of darkness, a fairy of water, and you could unlock them and you could customize them, give them different costumes and stuff, which I really liked. I loved finding all of the clothing for the fairies, and especially in this version, because in the 3DS version they were just kind of little images, little pictures, and the pictures would change depending on which clothes you added to them. But in this one, they gave them full models, which I thought was perfect. It was so cool, and I really appreciate that little extra detail. Oh my goodness. Anyway, with the power of friendship, Lana has been saved, and I'll talk more about the fairies in a bit, maybe, but I have to talk about that cutscene. I love that cutscene. It's so simple, but it's so cool just having all of these characters come back in, and I love the way that they are all introduced. You've got Darunia and Ruto just kind of casually walking in like this is another day on the job. You've got Midna just being sassy, looking like she doesn't care, but also kind of like, hey. And you've got Agatha running with her, just looking very confused. And then you have Fee just casually kind of spinning her way into the scene. I think it's so cool. You get all the characters' little personalities along with that very quickly. Let's capture this keep while we're here. There's actually enemies on their way. But now we actually have 4 different characters, and I think this is our first time with 4 separate characters we can control. So I'm gonna send these guys to different areas. Let's send Midna down there. Let's send Fee in there, just to try and take out some of these stuff. I'm gonna capture this keep, and then I'm gonna run and get some of these moblins as well. But yeah, I love that cutscene. All of the cutscenes in this game are just very fan servicey. Obviously, this game is pretty much a love letter to Zelda games and to the Zelda series. I think the people who worked on this are obviously very big Zelda fans because they've put so much care and love into a lot of these different scenarios, a lot of these different characters. They've done so well at kind of building them, making them their own characters, bringing in things from different games that might still fit with them, things from the games that they're in that they can use as weapons. They did so well with all of the characters in this game, and I absolutely love it, especially as they brought in characters like the King of Hyrule from Wind Waker. They made him such a fun character to play. They brought in characters like Marin, who no one was expecting. I think if they were going to go with any ginger girl from the Zelda series, they would have maybe went for Malon because she's a little bit more well-known, a little bit more popular in my eyes. But they went with Marin from Link's Awakening, and I think that is fantastic. That was such a cool, just random character to add into this. And obviously this was before, I'll go over that myself. This was before Link's Awakening got a remake, so obviously people who are perhaps newer to the Zelda series and maybe joined with Breath of the Wild, because obviously a lot of new people did join with Breath of the Wild, they wouldn't, if they played this before, they wouldn't have known of Marin. And well, if people joined while playing on the Wii U, they wouldn't have known as these maybe who Marin was. And it was really only newer people who have joined from then or from Breath of the Wild who would know of Marin, like, after the remake. I'm kind of rambling. I don't know if I make sense, but yeah. Anyway, about the fairies. The fairies, we sadly won't be seeing in this Let's Play because they are only available in the adventure mode. Maybe I'll do a stream or something at some point showing off the fairies and going through some maps in the adventure mode because they're a lot of fun, and I really, really love playing through those. But yeah, in this version they gave them full models, which I really appreciate. I thought that was a lovely detail they didn't really have to do, but I think it just makes it feel a bit more special, a bit more nicer, makes it look a bit nicer, and I really, really do like it. So let's pay a bit more attention to the game. There's a lot of different stuff. Let me have a little look. So let's send Link there. I'm gonna go switch, I think, to Fi. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of stuff in here. I love Fi. I really do. She's a fun character to play as. And along with the fairies, there's another thing we won't really be seeing. I mean, we could. I do have some costumes, I think, unlocked, but costumes are not something that we will really be seeing in this Let's Play, sadly, because they are, again, only really unlocked in the adventure mode. But there are some really, really fun costumes in this game that some of them are like mainly for Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf. They have costumes that let's try and take out this Deku Baba. They have costumes that refer pretty obviously to games like Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, where they pretty much just give them their costumes from that game. But for a lot of the side characters, they did something where they would take characters that were a little bit less known, and they would do references to them through the color palettes of theirs, which I thought was so cool, because characters like the Great Deku Tree, he shows up, but you can't really play as him as a playable character in this game. So I'm just trying to sort out these guys. So what they did is they kind of refer to characters like the Great Deku Tree, or one that I really love is Astrid from Phantom Hourglass, with the color palettes of characters that, while not maybe connected to them, most likely either fit their character build, like the body shape, or the kind of personality or something of them. So with Astrid, she's a fortune teller, she's kind of mystical and magical. So they gave her color palette of purple and red, like a purple costume with red hair, to Midna's real true form. And I think that was the perfect choice. I think it looks fantastic. It kind of fits with her personality of being this magical princess, and it just worked really well. And also for Fi, you have the Fairy Queen from what's it called? Wind Waker. Completely forgot the name of my favorite Zelda game for a second there. Which is obviously perfect, because if you have been around since or before Skyward Sword has been announced, you will know that one of the very, very early bits of artwork shown for that game had Link and Fi, and we didn't know it was Fi at the time, and everyone was comparing her to the Fairy Queen, because they obviously look so alike. And I think that was a brilliant way to include kind of that little bit of Zelda history in there as well, whether intentional or not. Anyway, there's a lot of moblins. There is a lot of moblins, and I'm very worried, actually. Let's get this guy. Come here. Whoa! Okay. Again, I'm not the best at playing Darunia. I try, but he's not my favorite, sadly. I do love him, though. We respect our Goron brothers in this house. We love our Gorons, and we think they are beautiful rock people. And how is that Bulblin, the keep boss, not died yet? Come here. Where is he? There we go. I hit him off screen. There we go. Hopefully this will maybe kill them. At least one, please. Nope. I apparently have amazing skill, though, despite not being able to kill these two moblins yet. Yeah, after I kill these guys, I'm going to switch to someone else. Oh, I thought I still hadn't killed the guy. It was in a different one. Okay, where are we? Where are we? Okay, this is Link. Let's go kill this guy in here, and then capture this keep. There we go. Let's do some more moving around. What we currently have to do is find Ghirahim and Zant, and I know exactly where they are. So let's send Darunia up. Actually, no, we'll keep Darunia down here, because there is a lot of enemies I still want to kind of keep an eye on. And then we're going to take Link, and we're going to take him up here. Well, in the square, you know where I'm taking them. The pin didn't go exactly where I wanted it. Let's also clear out these guys as we go, because, again, there's a lot. There we go, leveled up. We're level 43, wow. Okay, there's lots of enemies coming this way as well. Let's hopefully be able to take some of these out as we go. A rally captain's over here, so hopefully taking him out will get rid of a lot of these enemies, kind of slow them down at least. This Moblin, super powered Moblin. Ooh, and a magic jar, let's get that. Nice, full one, nice. Lovely. Definitely want to take this guy out, because I don't want him just destroying my troops. Which he definitely will, because he's super powered. There we go. Oh no, our people are fleeing. What is that Midna? Who's the purple? Oh, it's Fi. Fi, what are you doing over there? I told you. What are you? Okay, I guess you can go over there. You'll capture that keep. I mean, if it comes to it and I need to run over there, I can just switch to her. Sorry, we got a summoner here, a skilled summoner. We get them? We did. That will hopefully stop a lot of these attacks. I love using that. That one's really fun to watch. Nice. Okay, so yes, killing those two have stopped the onslaught of enemies. We've discovered Zant and Ghirahim. First time I played this, I completely missed Ghirahim there, whoops. I was pretty sure this would be the location. Oh no, that was bad. The location that they would be hiding, saying it's right out of the way. But they didn't actually show up straight away, so I was about to leave. I was like, oh, they were late for their own introduction. Okay, let's get these boys. Let's focus Ghirahim first. There we go, Ghirahim's down. Zant shouldn't take much more. He's already super low. There we go. And we've done it! There. Spin around you until you burst into a pile of rupees. It's an intimidation tactic. Can't see him. There we go. That's how you truly win. We defeated the army of monsters. A glimmer of light returns to Hyrule. And so that has been the newest episode of Hyrule Warriors. That really wasn't that long. I was right. That wasn't a very long level, in my opinion. Normally these levels can go for like 20 minutes, and not counting my own talking before and after. So next time we'll be going to Ganon's tower at the grand finale. Ignore this one. We'll be going here to Ganon's tower, where we will be fighting Ganondorf. We've taken down Ghirahim and Zant. It's time to go and finally find the King of Evil himself. And we have quite a large cast to do that next time. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time for the grand finale, Liberation of the Triforce. Bye!